Hey, welcome to Geeky Faucets. I'm Amy Dale.
And I'm Christine Lucas-Savage.
And this is episode 33. And today, I'm really excited about today's show. It's probably going to be a two-part show because we're going to talk about upcoming TV shows.
I went on the TV Guide list of shows that are either premiering like for, their next season or new shows. It was so, I'm like,
I know.
How does that?
Lot. And geeky ones.
I didn't even know that there was that much time in the TV
that
day.
They had that much time?
No, seriously, because I'm like,
no. And there's a lot of networks now. Right. Because there's like the cable networks and stuff, and so there's a lot more.
But still, though, that's a lot of freaking TV. Like, there's no way in this earth I could ever watch all of them. Not that I want to, but I'm just saying.
I know. I just couldn't.
I was a little overwhelmed.
But it was, yeah, and if we look a little glowy today, it's because it's rainy, and so we had a little trouble with the lighting. It is a very rainy day here. We've had like a lot of flooding in our area.
Yeah. The highway down to the city is closed today.
Yeah, we live up in the mountains, and there's a little pass that goes down to...
And it's closed.
And it keeps closing because of mudslides. Good times. I was planning on going down there today, but maybe not.
Me too. I was going to go this morning, and I didn't go. I was going to go do an exercise.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Thing.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, so I heard some really awesome news that I'm really excited about today, which is that J.K. Rowling is going to be involved in doing another movie series. And this one, Warner Brothers has bought the rights to, and she's going to write the screenplay, and it's for magical beasts and where to find them, wild magical creatures.
I had never even heard of that before today.
It's one of those companion books that went along with Harry Potter when all those came out.
How come I've never... Is it any good? Because I'd never heard of it, and you'd think... Because I like Harry Potter. You'd think I would have heard of it.
Yeah, it wasn't... I mean, it's kind of like Quidditch Through the Ages, Like, I think it's just one of those other books that's kind of... Okay, so... Yeah, so that's happening, which I'm really excited about. And the other thing is, I got Christine sucked into Under the Dome.
Oh, my word.
It's really good.
It's really
good. You guys
should
check it out.
Well, my husband and I were sitting around going, well, we need something to watch. He doesn't prefer watching Korean things because that's what I would always opt for. So I'm like, well, Amy said this one's good. Let's try it. And it kind of... And plus Rachel Lefevre, I'm not sure how to say her name, the redhead, the girl from Twilight, who is the girl vampire. Gosh, I can't remember her name.
In Twilight?
Yeah, she's in the very first Twilight.
Oh.
I can't remember her name. She's one of the transient ones, and...
Victoria.
Victoria, thank you. Yes, Victoria is in there. And I really like her a lot. I think she's really pretty.
Yeah, she has nice hair.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
Massive hair envy. Every time I see her, I'm like, I can't even see her
face.
face.
Her real hair
I don't
color.
even know what her face looks like because every time I look at her, I'm like, oh, your hair.
She's got a nice face.
Does she? Well,
she's got a really nice face. And it's nice to see her in some other role besides being a crazy vampire.
Yeah.
She made a good vampire, though.
She was, I vaguely remember, I think I've seen Twilight once, and I vaguely remember. I did remember the name, which is impressive.
Yeah, how come I didn't? I love that freaking show.
I don't know.
You're like a... Whatever. But anyway, it's a good show. It's based off Stephen King novel under the same name.
Yeah, which I haven't read, and it's like this thick, of course, in the vein of Stephen King and his tradition of making ginormous books.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to read it because I was gonna see if I could find it, but I was looking at reviews at it, and along the same vein as Stephen King novels, they can be a little graphic and kind of like more overboard than it kind of needs to be. And
you know what my problem with his novels are? Well, with some of them, is that he just has so many characters, which is great for a TV show.
Yeah.
Because once I see a face, I can remember, like, oh, that's that guy that did that. But when I'm reading a book, I have a really hard time with...
It's hard!
Wait, so-and-so, who was that? And so I have a really hard time with that. But if I've seen the thing before, if I've already seen the show, I could go back and read it, okay? Because then I'll know their names.
That's how I feel about The Hobbit.
Oh, yeah.
And Lord of the Rings.
Hobbit's got
and the problem
names.
with those is that the names are all like... Blah, blah,
weird.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you're like, excuse me, can you just name them Dave? I mean, that would be so much
Dave
easier.
1, Dave 2, and Dave 3.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have a lot of shows to talk about that are coming up. A lot of old favorites coming back, and a lot of new shows, a lot of geek shows. Holy cow.
There are.
Man.
But some of them are going, like, there's a lot of, like, vampire stuff coming out. Like, the CW is notorious.
CW, okay, the
for
CW,
vampires.
Some of their stuff, I watched some of their previews, and I was like...
It's just it's Vampire Diaries Part 2.
Is the CW kind of a teenager channel, though?
I think it's geared more towards like
that's what it felt like when I watched their previews. Because, okay, so here's some of the ones I watched. Oh, this one's Star-Crossed. Did you see the preview for this show?
No, I saw the little thumbnail picture and I'm like, and I'm done. I don't even need to. And it says star-crossed, so I'm sure like a werewolf's gonna fall in love with an alien.
No, it's an alien and a human, Christine.
Excuse me.
So
Romeo and Juliet style.
Yeah, I guess they meet when they're little bitty kids, and then she saves him somehow when they're little kids, and then they meet again later, and they realize who each other is, and he's like, I've been looking for you, but he looks like a human. You know, they're like aliens that look like humans with tattoos because they just have these markings.
Is it kind of like City of Bones, where they have all like the
City of Bones? Speaking of that, I just read the back of that book because I thought this looks like something I might like.
It's a pretty good book. I'm like halfway through it at the moment.
But you tolerate romance a lot better than me, because the reason I didn't pick it up to buy the other day when I was at Walmart is because I was reading the little summary and I was like, oh, this sounds awesome. And it says, and she first meets this group of such and such, and she also meets gorgeous golden-haired Jake or something like that. And I was like, so I was like, I don't think I can read this book. I'm sorry, the gorgeous golden-haired just
it's not barf-inducing yet or
okay.
anything. So I don't know. I'm only halfway through it, so I just
That didn't. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get the CW ones. Okay, so of course, Supernatural's on CW though, right?
I think it is. Actually.
I
watched Supernatural on
Netflix.
Netflix because I don't have TV.
Yeah, I'm kind of behind too. I'm like on season, I think 1.
Oh no, I'm still on season 1. I think I'm only a few, but I really like it.
I do too.
It's just I got to be in the right mood to watch.
And
that
I'm
kind
like
of thing.
8 seasons behind. It's gonna take forever to catch up, but I love that show. In fact, I was watching it yesterday.
I love the chemistry between the two main characters, the two brothers. And like I've said in previous shows, Dean, like I've liked him since his Days of Our Lives days. Like I was a huge fan of him.
Yeah, I actually went on YouTube the other day, and I think one of my friends posted something about bloopers being on YouTube from that show.
I saw that.
And I hadn't ever thought of watching the bloopers from that show, but oh my word.
They're hilarious.
They're hilarious because the two guys in it are so funny.
Like all the internet memes and stuff that you see everywhere, they're freaking funny.
Yeah, anyway. So that is a good show. If you haven't checked that out, that's a good one. And then there's Star-Crossed, and I guess they have a show. Sorry, I said it like that. And I guess they have a show called Beauty and the Beast that's coming back.
See, I've given up on those because they're just getting old for me. I'm like, can you get some new ideas?
Yeah, right?
There are a lot of shows coming up about like the fairy tales, like Sleepy Hollow's one.
Yes.
That's coming up. And then they have one, a spin-off from Once Upon a Time. What's it called?
Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Yeah, so, but on the CW, the other one I was going to mention is The Tomorrow People. Did you see this one at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like teenage-ish age, college-age people, I think. And they start recognizing that they have powers. This one kid that they're following. And he has telepathy telepathy, and so he's hearing someone in his head and he thinks he's going crazy. Anyway, and so then he ends up getting drawn into this whole group of people, and the government's trying to find them and kill them. And it's a whole X-Men-ish to me. But
is it just me, or is it just seems like it's like a different version of it's a different version of the same thing? And I'm kind of like,
well, it's very X-Men, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't.
But it's okay. I mean, it looks like it has potential.
I'm not sure I care.
I'm not sure about that one. But yes, to go back, Sleepy Hollow looks
meh.
And then Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. It looks kind of interesting.
Well,
I like Once Upon a Time a lot.
Yeah.
Although I'm not caught up on it. Apparently, I can't keep up with shows. But
you only homeschool 15,000 kids.
All my 20 billion children
in your denim skirt. I've seen it.
I'm not own a denim skirt. Okay, so yeah, Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. I thought it looked pretty interesting. I like the concept of it, and I like the way that they handle shows. Also, Castle's coming back. Yes.
So excited about that one.
Revolution's coming back, which I haven't watched yet, but it looks interesting. I just haven't had a chance.
Okay, cliffhanger on Castle, everybody. Can I just tell you, I'm like dying to see what her answer is. I'm just saying.
Oh, me too. I don't even know who her is. Sorry.
What? What's wrong with you?
I'm not caught up on Castle.
Whatever. I can't be friends with you anymore. Our friendship is over. Here and now. Find a new co-host.
We made it to 33 episodes. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I'm most excited about. Like, Castle. That's the one. That is the one. I'm like, please hurry up and get here.
Well, I'll be honest. You probably know the one. See, this is funny because the one that she's most excited about, I'm not caught up on. Well, I'm most excited about The Walking Dead.
But I've tried watching it and I can't, like, I have anxiety of people jumping out at me. I was scarred as a child. Do you even understand? No, it's true. Do you understand? Like, every time I went to the bathroom, I knew one of my brothers, I had 3 brothers, were waiting outside the door to be like, ha! As soon as I went out of the bathroom, every time.
You should just, like, you should have found a weapon to carry with you and just be like.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because by the time I got in the toilet, I'm like, oh, crap. No pun intended. But I'm like, great.
Well, that's good job. You just peed, though. At least they scared you, like, after you got out of the toilet.
It's true, but still,
Yeah.
I was scarred first, so now I have anxiety. I'm like, oh God, somebody's around the corner, and they're going to scare me, and I hate being scared.
Yeah.
Some people like it. I was just hanging out with
the new Walking Dead looks awesome. I saw a little bitty promo that I posted, I think, on our Facebook page. I mean, little bitty. I was like, you can't give us more than that. It was like 15 seconds, maybe.
Jerks.
And yeah, so the new community's establishing in the prison, and they're gardening and raising pigs and all this stuff. But then the little because I saw a little making of thing that they were showing all the set and everything. And then the promo is Herschel's voice, and he's like, what we've been working so hard to keep out.
I like your accent.
Just got in, or something like that. And I was like, oh no!
And so they're probably going to jump out at people.
The zombie. Oh, yeah, I think they might.
I'm just saying.
And so the zombies, I think, are going to get in the prison. So anyway, I am so excited about that show starting.
I was paper macheing a camel this morning with my friend, and she likes The Walking Dead too. We were discussing The Walking Dead while we were paper macheing our camel.
Awesome.
It was kind of a weird in an elementary school, so
it's too bad you couldn't like put realistic looking guts inside the camel and then like
have the zombies attack
it
in front of the children at the book fair.
It would be great.
Anyway, that's
a special treat today, kids.
And she, this is why I was mentioning that. She likes being scared. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Who likes jumping? Raise your hand. Will the one who likes jumping please stand up? That was supposed to be an Eminem reference. Didn't work. But,
I don't like jumping, but you know what? Actually, last time I went to a haunted house, I don't do haunted houses at all. No, I just have ruled them out completely. Last time I went into one, I actually injured one of the guys that jumped out. I kicked him. I did some martial arts at one point in my life, and I guess just instinct just kicked in, and I did an awesome knee.
I'm going to kick you right now.
No, I kneed him like right in the stomach.
Did he apologize?
And like went off, and I was like, sorry. And I just kept walking through. That's what you get for jumping out on me.
And the moral of the story is Christine will not be watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
The end.
I will. But it doesn't scare me, so I guess that's the difference. So anyway, well, that time went really fast. So we have a lot more shows to talk about, and I know you guys are excited to watch this because you want to know, you don't want to have to go through, trust me, you don't want to have to go through the TV guide and figure out what they all are.
It's overwhelming. I was looking at it at breakfast this morning, and I'm like, I can't.
So we've weeded them out for you and figured out the good ones that you need the ones of note. So tune in next time to let us know, to see what's coming up. And then also let us know what you're excited about and any shows that we may have missed.
Yeah, because we might want to watch them too.
Exactly. So we'll see you next time.